you don't feel it. Worship her, then you will feel it. Some of you don't give because you don't see it. You got to give even if you don't see it. Because if you see it, why should you have faith? I give on faith. I worship on faith. I sing by faith. I preach on faith. I walk by faith. Everything we do, it got to be in faith. The problem is, he says, I swear to you, you will have no rest. I prophesied over some of you, you can't rest because you failed to do what God told you. Shouting won't change it. My God, worshiping don't change it. God said to you, do what I tell you to do. You will not have rest. And I'm trying to tell you, you're just an ounce away from it. I know you're in a struggle. I know you're fighting. I know you're not trusting God. But you got to be like a man who was throwing himself in the water and the fire. And Jesus said, do you believe I'm able to do it? He said, yes, Lord. But you got to help my unbelief. Some of y'all in a crossroad where you're trying to trust God. But God said, if you believe him, you will have rest. If you believe him, you'll get your deliverance. You gotta believe God. Tell somebody to believe God. They did not have rest. And here is the simple thing what I'm going to deal with tonight, because we got to hurry. In 2 Kings chapter 5, here is a man. Whew, can I work with him tonight? Open your eyes. Oh God, help us. There is a man named Naaman. Naaman, according to 2 Kings chapter 5, verse number 1, he was a man of great pedigree. He was chief military. He was the captain of the Syrian army. He was great. He was honorable. He was a man of valor. He's the only Gentile in scriptures that's called a man of valor. This man had a great pedigree. Oh God, if you read his, he's a preacher, he's a teacher. He's a father, he's a co-worker. He's a good husband. She's a great woman of God. Good mother, good worker. But the problem was, through all his great pedigree, even he is a locked-in Jewish legend. Jewish legend by Trapp says it is the arrow of Naaman that struck Ahab in his chariot, the husband of Jezebel. It is Jewish legend that forever a Gentile man is locked up in killing a king. And of all his pedigree, with all that he have, he slowly died. With all his power, he can't stop his own disease. I want to tell everybody in here today, you can be very healthy in other areas in your life. Yeah. But there is something in your life that is dying. Great family, great power, great pedigree, but the Bible didn't leave out he's a leper. Powerful, but dying. Killing others and dying slowly myself. He's dying. He turns back from a war. Verse number 2, the Assyrians come back with a company. And in the midst of that company, there is a little girl. Among the captains of the Israelites, a little girl that take care of his wife. She realized that he's sick with leopard apostle. And she said, would to God there was a prophet in Samaria. And he will recover you from your leprosy. In verse number 3. A little girl, not a prophet, not a mighty man, but God used a little girl to help him on the road of recovery. Here is an answer. While she's serving his wife, she says, would to God there's a man that has a reputation over in Samaria. He'll help you recover. how the king get word of it. As they talk about in verse number 5, the king of Syria, he needs this general. He needs him so bad that he gives him, in verse number 5, he gives him 10 talents of silver, 6,000 pieces of gold, and 10 change of raiment. Does not give him clothes from Walmart to take over there. This guy has the best of the best. Clothes from Bell Harbor. According to statistics and research, he gave Naaman and his crew a letter to go to Israel, to Joram the king, and gave him silver and gold and clothes. And the worth of the value, what he gave them, was $1.2 million. A letter needs you to heal my general. Not only heal him, I brought my gift to you before you did it. That's pressure. Don't pay me till I finish the job. No, I'm paying you before you finish the job. $1.2 million. King Joram reads the letter and he says, am I a God to cure this man? Can I kill and make alive? Am I a God? Ripped his clothes in anguish. And he says, this man trying to start a quarrel with me. He know I ain't got the power to heal leprosy. Here is the meat of the whole thing. Sends the letter and Naaman to the palace of the king of Israel. There is no power in the king of Israel. And there is no cure in the palace. So the king recognized, I don't have the power to heal. No, we don't have the medicine to heal leprosy because there is no cure. It's a death sentence. And you send him here for me to heal him over a testimony of a girl? Oh, I'm preaching. Yes, sir. Elisha the prophet hears it. He really had a relationship with Joram the king. Elisha's in his house in Samaria. Elisha says, oh God, send him to me. Oh God, look at, this is not arrogant speaking. He's not speaking in prideful talk. He said that they may know there is a prophet in Israel. In other words, have such a relationship with God, have such a track record with God, that if you come here, there's enough power over here to heal you. You got to know children of God and walk in your confidence. We got too many uncomforted people in the house of God. I don't know if I can preach. I don't know if God can do. It ain't in your hands. It's in the hands of God. It's not by your power. Not your power, not your strength, but it's God's power. Too many of us got confidence in our own gifts. That we can operate. They said that if the Lord would draw his spirit from the churches today, 80% of the churches will have church as usual because they won't recognize God is gone because they're so programmed that they don't even recognize God is not there. We can have church without God because we can speak eloquent, we can talk eloquent, we can sing, we can shout. We got the cliches of church, but we're missing the power of God. Have a form of godliness and deny the power thereof. But one thing I do know, you can't trick the spiritual world. Demons know who you are. Paul I know. Jesus I know. But who are you? Let me tell you, you got to know that you got to hide in God. If Jesus gave us an example, you should repeat the same thing. Here is Jesus fasted for 40 days and for 40 nights. And now speaking himself come to the Lord, and he tempted him in every which way. And notice what Jesus' ammunition was. He does not pull ranks one time with his name. He couldn't have done that. But what Jesus does, he keep going to the word of God. He said, it is Satan knows I can't go no further. Get thee hence behind me. When the devil you got to go to the word of God and say it is written. Stop using your own prideful name. You can get a cup of coffee with your title. You got to hide behind God. Can I tell you about the angels of glory? There was an angel held